Here are the horoscopes for the week of the 14th to the 20th of December 2020. In essence, this is really the last week of the 2020 energies, where, as we know by now, all of the power planets have been working on us in their different ways, but mainly Pluto and Saturn in Capricorn, with Jupiter coming in there as well, and everything gets ready for a new start by the end of the week and into next week. So this really is a week to wrap up everything that we've learnt. We think back to January and where we've come from. This really has been a thick and fast year for stripping away negative beliefs, behaviour patterns, limitations, distractions, obligations, and where we were giving our energy away to something that wasn't in our alignment. It's also been a year for observing the control brain, where we can keep ourselves in a sense of anxiety in the past and the future, rather than being in the present moment. All the things that we were planning in January, most of them came to a halt. Our timelines, what we were pushing towards, everything really has taken us deep within, and that's been for a reason. So really spend the whole week in a meditation, core self, what you've let go of, how you're living differently now in the moment, in gratitude, in presence, which is really the energy of Sagittarius and Christmas. And then we've learnt to light the spark of our passion and our excitement, because it's that that's going to guide us into 2021. So last week we had a week which felt a little bit like martial arts, really, like a Zen master. Lots of squares between Sagittarius and Pisces, fire and water, tying up those loose ends and teaching us the real Zen message of it as we're being workshopped through how to work with the new energies that are coming in. So we start the week with a solar eclipse, 23 degrees Sagittarius if you're following along. This is a new moon. And this week both Saturn and Jupiter move into Aquarius around the winter solstice. So lots of new energy coming in, starting with this catalytic new moon, and really let go once and for all of anything that's holding us back. Sagittarius is the higher mind, so those lower beliefs and behaviours that kept us in anxiety and limitation can now be cleansed, dissolved, purged, as we're making room for expansion from spirit and soul, stepping into our sovereignty, the amazing times that are ahead. So to help us do this, on Tuesday Venus moves into Sagittarius. So Venus is our heart, our values, our creativity, what we love, how we produce. And Sagittarius is the hearth fire. So if we can come out of the head and into the hearth fire, that higher knowing, that warm feeling. We're coming to the end now of the Scorpio season, which was the clearing and purging. We can learn to think from the heart, send out our wishes and dreams on the highest frequencies, and to let go and trust in our divine creative power. So that's a very nourishing aspect there on Tuesday, anchoring us into those higher energies, really feeling them. A very still day on Wednesday. Be still, breathe, smile, receive. Because on Thursday Saturn moves into Aquarius, but Saturn nearly always delivers rewards before moving signs. So if we're still enough to receive, then having analysed the journey that we've been on, tied up the loose ends, there's a sense of quiet receptiveness, because this is a long-awaited transition. Saturn's been in Capricorn for 2.5 years, but obviously with those other planets in there as well, this has been a tripled effect. So Saturn is the old ruler of Aquarius, Uranus is the new one. We really are stepping over that threshold from the old way, old structures, old density, hardship, having to learn lessons from the outside. And now this brings a new feeling of knowing. Aquarius's motto is I know. So we've stripped away to our core frame, strong and flexible, and now that deep inner knowing can be trusted. And core strength and simplicity fused together here in a mighty combination. By Friday, I feel there's a palpable pause as we step towards the solstice, and within the quiet moments, great wisdom's received. Then comes the big one. On Saturday, Jupiter moves into Aquarius. Jupiter clears the way to have broad horizons, to be able to expand, as Jupiter rules Sagittarius, and that's when the Sun is reborn, and the Sun has the furthest to expand. So there's a sense of expansion, sovereignty, mastery, majesty, and that deep knowing of Aquarius, heralding a new dawn. So here we begin 2021 early. The last few days of the Sun and Mercury in Sagittarius, as they both get ready to cross over the solstice threshold into Capricorn. And on top of that, Jupiter striding boldly into Aquarius. So with the Capricorn lessons of 2020 fully integrated, we're looking out onto a new landscape now with hope and excitement in our hearts. There's no need for action. All of this week is a giant pause, just to allow ourselves to feel the move from one energy to another. And with that hope and excitement as our guiding star for the coming year, as we step into the solstice days of the 21st to the 24th of December, we can centre in that warm feeling, give thanks, give ourselves credit for the journey that we've been on. And on Monday, Jupiter and Saturn both meet in the grand conjunction that's even been spoken about by the media. And if you look up in the sky, you'll see Saturn and Jupiter that have been very close together. They'll almost appear like a single star on the same day that the Sun is reborn. So this is really beautiful, actually be able to see those two planets in the sky. They're visible in the west just after sunset. So like I say, give yourself credit, go back, all the journey that you've been on, all the lessons that you've learnt, all the inner strength that you've built up, everything you've had to let go of, the different perspective that's come in as a result of that, the inner strength that's come in as a result of that, the density that's been let go of, and the feeling of lightness that replaces it. And in the still calm centre of it all, as the world on the outside is currently supposed to be, in a state of flux, we've been taught this year to go within, be still, be centred, be present, and to find our true essence. And as all of this energy comes in Aquarius, our true essence is actually written in our chart, which is a vibrational signature of all the planets. We're all unique. We all have different purpose and direction, different timelines, different vibrational contributions. So I really do recommend that you get to know your chart, or even study astrology for yourself, as both Jupiter and Saturn in Aquarius, which is the sign most aligned to astrology, the star card in tarot, will begin to unlock your unique frequency, the secrets of your soul plan, so that you can live it and embody it and transmit it. So I am available one-to-one for readings, coaching and tuition, online, Skype, WhatsApp video, FaceTime, and we can study this together to make the most of your potential and harness the energies that are coming in. I will be creating my website at some point soon, but while that's down, you can find all of my information on social media. There's an interview that I did with NBC Online with a tarot card for each month in the coming year that you can find on my Facebook at Astrology, and I'll be starting a series of overcoming the negative mind. And there's an intro to that on my Facebook as well. If you've got any inquiries, I'm very happy to chat through your options. And I also offer gift vouchers if you'd like to give the gift of a reading or tuition to one of your loved ones. And with a reading, I'll send the chart in advance so that you can print it out, maybe laminate it, send you a voucher so there's something physical to be able to hand over. And with tuition, you do receive the relevant course notes and videos. So really a very important year. We've been walking towards this throughout the whole of 2020. The final letting go, centering deep within, stopping and allowing ourselves to receive the gifts, feeling the energetic changes coming in, being able to trust in our core strength and inner wisdom. So I'll be posting daily on my Facebook at AstroZoe, Instagram at zoehind7. These videos and more are on YouTube, zoeastro, or you can contact me, zoehind7@gmail.com, with any questions. So wishing you a wonderful, soulful, centred and warm week. as we experience these divine changes and step into our power. So those are the horoscopes this week, and I'll see you next week.